All right, folks, got Tennessee head coach Rick Barnes here. We'll go right into questions. Again, please use the hand raise function and wait to be called on. Start with Grant and then Ryan.
Rick, do you guys feel like you learned enough about your team over the last 3 weeks to be prepared for the next few days?
Yeah, we do. We obviously know it's going to be a different level of competition, obviously, and but yeah, we've seen a lot of growth in some areas, not just as a team, but individually, but we still have a ways to go, like most teams that do in November, December, but yeah, we feel good about where we are.
I guess to that point, what's been y'all's biggest point of emphasis getting ready for this week?
Consistency. Just that's what it has been, and obviously we've continued to harp on our defensive ball screen coverages and the details, whether it's that or screening on offense. Just details has probably been the biggest emphasis on in every area of the game.
Rob and then Mike.
Good. I know we've asked you about it before, but with 5 games under your belt now, just how much better do you feel about your post play this year on both ends than last year? Just how much of a luxury is it to have those 5 guys?
Well, obviously that's something that we felt like we've lacked the last couple of years. We wanted to add that, and we're confident with it. Yesterday Cade was out with the flu, and I think he'll be back today. Obviously JP is still out, but it just gives Jalen and Dwayne and Felix more reps. But yeah, we believe in it. We think it's going to get better and better, and it's our job to get it better and better.
Yeah, Rick is going to ask about JP. Do you expect him to be available at any point in Las Vegas, or do you think he's out for the whole tournament?
Yeah, I haven't heard that, so I would assume that he's out. When he's ready, they'll tell me, and we'll put him back in. But I haven't heard anything about anything other than he's still out.
Ryan.
Do you anticipate Bishop being able to play at any point this week?
He did a little bit in practice yesterday, so yeah, I think we'll see how he felt after practice yesterday. But based on practice yesterday, I think he'll be able to play some.
Any more questions for Coach? Go Paige and then Mike.
Coach, Nate earlier was talking about how he's learning to maybe be more aggressive, be ready when the ball finally gets into his hand. How much do you think that'll elevate the team when he maybe gets more comfortable out on the court with this new team?
Well, yeah, I do think he's going to get him better and better. I mean, doing his work early and learning how to get separation before he gets the ball, get turned around, all those details. That's part of what talking about earlier. Details in every area. It's not just team wise. It's also with individual players, and just trying to get each one of those guys better to understand the nuances of what they need to do and obviously the better he gets, the better our team is going to be.
I know you talked earlier in the year about Bishop and defense, how important he is, but how important is his defense on the perimeter slotted between Nate and Jacoby as they're still learning some of the defensive principles?
Really important. It really is, Mike. And they're getting better. Both of them are getting better. I think as a team, our perimeter guys are getting better as a team. But with Bishop there, I mean, Bishop's tough competitor, and it's important. We've told those guys, the guy that's going to get that fifth spot right now is a guy that's going to have to be a guy that can think defense first, because we know we're looking for more offense from Nate and Jacoby, but that third guy there's got to be a guy that is willing to step up and really defend at a high level.
Go Ryan and then Paige.
What stands out about Rutgers?
Really well coached. Steve Pike, excellent coach. He was excellent and very, very sound. You watch his teams, really good defensively, really protect the lane well, puts his guys in the position he wants them in, but just he's got obviously a great reputation as a coach. And once you start watching him on tape and seeing what he does with his team, and he does an outstanding job getting the point across of how he wants to play the game.
Coach, after the last game, Dwayne Brown mentioned that the turnovers are unacceptable. How have you seen them maybe increase their focus on taking care of the ball, and especially when you get ready for Rutgers and maybe even Houston, who turn force his opponents to turn the ball over like 14 times a game?
Well, obviously, they know it's a problem. They know that we can't continue at the rate we are right now to be the team that we want to be. And some of it's being young, some of it's putting guys together, having some lineups on the court that doesn't get to spend a lot of time together in practice. There's some combinations of it. Some of the turnovers, to be quite honest, are missed calls by officials where guys had a play and pushed in the back or held up where they couldn't get to the pass where the pass was there. So there's a lot that goes into it. We can only control what we can control. And we've got to, again, it's part of learning the game and realizing that basketball is a game of possessions. You want to have more than your opponent. And when you have yours, you just certainly don't want to throw them away by being careless or making poor decisions.
Last two, we'll go Grant, then Mike.
Rick, to clarify on Cade, do you expect him to be available?
Yeah,
against Rutgers?
I think so. Yeah. He told me he felt a whole lot better yesterday. And he was at practice. He just didn't participate. So he's watched us do what we need to do with our game plan.
Mike, last one.
Yeah, Rick, Nate said the turnovers that as you guys go over them, a lot of them are just unforced. Are unforced turnovers harder to correct, or how do you balance unforced versus defensive forcing turnovers? Like, what's the difference there?
Well, most of the ones that are unforced are guys not quite having a total comprehension of the offense and what we're looking for and taking it to areas where they shouldn't be taking it. Just anxious, being a little bit anxious. And it's early, and so you expect some of it, but we don't expect it from the older guys, that's for certain. And but it's still part of a team that's in growth and understanding that if you want to be the team that we want to be, we have to take care of the ball.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.